Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jason Jensen, and you're watching Jason Jensen Trains. This is a very special episode for me because I am starting my new layout. And I'm so excited that I will be documenting the entire process on my YouTube channel. Here's a drawing of the layout area. So this area right here will be where I start at, and it will be a waterfront area with lots of boats and lots of structures that you've seen me build that are on already on piers. There'll be some water over here also. And then it goes into an area that will be more industry. Then the industry will continue and transition into a very large city scene. Below the city, especially in this area here, there will be a subway. So the fascia will be cut away in this section, and you will see a fully detailed subway below the layout. So I am very, very excited about this. I did want to mention that a lot of the material that I'll be using at first to build the benchwork is material that I have picked up from construction sites. For years, anytime I've passed new homes being built or new apartment complexes being built, I will stop, introduce myself, and explain to them that I am a model railroader and wondering if they have any material that they would let me take. So sometimes I walk away with nothing, and other times I walk away with 2x4s, plywood, insulation foam. But like I said, sometimes I end up with nothing. So it's possibly something that you want to do in your area, because people are usually pretty willing to give you scraps. And really, for the projects that I do, I don't need a whole lot of material. So over the years, I've collected quite a bit of stuff that I have in my garage that you'll see me using on the layout. So I will be jumping around quite a bit on this layout, but I'm so excited to be able to offer more videos than just videos on structure building. I will be doing videos on track laying, electrical work, scenery work. So there'll be a wide variety of videos now on my YouTube channel. So today we will start by painting the walls. I'm going to be painting clouds. Anytime that I paint clouds, either on a client's layout or just on a simple backdrop that I use for photography, I try to always work really fast so that the paint is wet and so that it can blend very easily. So I'll be doing the same today. I'll be working really fast. Now the ceiling on the layout is already blue, a dark blue. But I'll be starting with a bluish gray at the bottom and then blending it into a brighter blue in the center section, and then blending that into the dark blue. And then we will move into painting the clouds. And then with the clouds, we'll try to blend them as best as possible. But then we'll start doing some dry brushing with the clouds. And then we'll do some little clouds with a smaller brush using a dry brush technique. So I hope all of you follow along on this exciting journey. I'm really looking forward to offering a wide variety of videos on all different topics on model railroad, because up to this point, really, I've just been focused on structure building. And there will definitely be more videos on structure building because I'll need new structures for the layout. So we'll still be doing some structure building and kit bashing. We'll be probably even doing more videos with plastic structures. That seems to be a big hit. But then you'll get a wide variety of, track laying, wiring. We'll probably even get into doing some lighting. I know many of you have asked me to light my structures, and now I think I just have to bite the bullet and figure out how to do lighting. So it will definitely be exciting, and I hope that all of you follow along. So let's get started on painting the walls and painting our storm clouds. So we're going to start painting the walls. As you can see, some of the wall is already painted from my last layout. The ceiling is completely painted a dark blue. I'm going to go all the way down to that tape line. Okay, so let's get started. So as you can see, we started with a really light blue, and then while the paint was still wet, I brushed on some white just to lighten it up towards the bottom. Now we're going to go with a little darker blue. So I've started my bench work, and it is all done out of 2x4s. Extremely strong so that you can actually get up on the layout if you need to. So if you're wondering why the painting doesn't go all the way down to the tabletop of the benchwork, it's because the track will actually be raised up off of the tabletop. So the track work will be close to the edge of the painting on the wall. So I just like having a flat tabletop to work on while I'm constructing the layout. It just is nice to be able to set your tools on it and anything that you're working with. So again, the track work will be raised up off of the tabletop close to the line where the bottom of the painting ends. So this is where we're at so far on the layout. As you can see, I have roughly painted in where I want my water to be. I have a rough idea in my head of the track plan. It's going to be a very, very simple track plan. And I have a curve, a circle on this table that will be 4 feet wide. From the center of the track back here, I'll have it away from the wall a little bit, and then it'll come out to here, and that'll be 4 feet. I'd like to run some good size steam engines, so I think a 4 foot wide curve will handle that. So the curve over here, there'll be a small bridge right here that it goes over, and then it comes straight through here, and actually I will have a bridge right here, and the bridge will be hinged and it will lift up when I want to get back in here and work. And then when I'm done working back in there, the bridge can go back down and sit in place. So back here the curve comes and goes along here and over to this side, and the track that comes through here, ultimately there'll be two tracks side by side. So I'll have a bridge right here that is a double wide bridge. I'm starting to make a pattern because here this will be built up, and I'll have this, this will all be styrofoam. So I am just making a pattern that I can transfer onto the styrofoam and cut it out and put it in place. So there will be stone walls on the front of this. And then there's all water here. And then there's a mass of land that sits right here. So there will be a bridge that crosses right here for cars. And it goes onto this piece of land and then ends. And then the layout picks up over here, and I think this is 6 feet this way. There'll be maybe 3 feet in the center, and then it'll go 6 feet off that way to that wall. And on the other side, that road will pick up. So it'll be raised on that side too, and that'll go into the big city. So the track will be up on top of this level here, and then the roads actually go uphill, and so there'll be structures that go all the way up, and then up on the very top, and I'll probably only do maybe at the most, I'll go 2.5 feet. At the very most. It may just be 2 feet. I don't know. But then there'll be a big lighthouse that sits up on top, like on the edge of a cliff. But there'll be roads that wind up it, and so this will all be structures. And then obviously down here in the water will be all of the waterfront structures that you've seen me building lately on my YouTube channel. So that's where we're at so far. The next step for me will be to cut and install all of my styrofoam to raise this up. So real quick, I just wanted to show you sort of an overview of my shop and where the layout is. This is part of my old layout. So this will be the big city area. There is my collection of structures that you've seen me build. And here is my messy shop. And all of you, I'm sure, recognize this part. And more structures. And in all of these boxes, there are kits. And back in the corner up there, there's a lot of kits. So I still have a lot to build for the layout. Now, some people may say, well, geez, why don't you make your layout bigger and use the entire area? Well, I want to do it super detailed. As detailed as, say, the Franklin and South Manchester. And in just the small space that I'm using now, which is 15 feet by 13 feet, I don't even know if I'll complete it in my lifetime. So this will be enough to keep me busy for the rest of my life. And I am building it in sections so that it can be taken apart and moved if someday I do move. And with the painting on the wall, someone may like this, because this here can actually be used as a bedroom, because you have a closet and a window next to me and a door. So this could be a bedroom, and someone could simply put a chair rail right underneath where the painting ends and just leave it like that. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll see you on the next video. Happy modeling, everyone.